I'm Taryn Lupo with TarynLupo.com. Please stand by and you'll learn all about Newfoundland ponies. I love ponies and I love horses. And I actually stumbled across this story when I was at Dublin Days, which you can watch that right here if you want. I found these endangered ponies I didn't know anything about called Newfoundland ponies, so I went out to take an interview and find out more about them.
Hi, my name's Emily Chetkowski, and I'm the founder and president of Villi Poni Farm, Newfoundland Pony Sanctuary here in Ipswich, New Hampshire. We have 10 of the 250 Newfoundland ponies that remain in existence in the world of breeding age. There's approximately 300 or more of ones that are not able to be bred. And the sanctuary harbors as a safe haven for 10. And we were incorporated as a 501c3 charity nonprofit 2 years ago. And we hit the ground running. And we are fairly active. The pony is critically endangered because back in the 1970s they were removed from the island of Newfoundland, where there were approximately 7,000, and they were shipped off for mass slaughter. Back in the 80s, a group of people formed a society to save these ponies. What is so cool about the pony is that it is the last remaining actual native species pony on this earth. It is made by nature, created by nature, and it's not a man-made artificial breed. And as such, it harbors incredibly healthy genetics that are important to the entire species. So we're doing our part.
I'm Jasmine, and I've been coming here for about 3 years, and I'm head of the junior groomer program at the moment. And what it does, we just teach the kids real basic stuff about the horses, how to groom them, the parts of the horse, just how to know what they're thinking, kind of, and real basic stuff around the farm. And I started here because my aunt lives across the street and she told me about it. So I've come here a couple times a week. I come back because I love these horses. Ever since the first day I came here, they're wicked friendly animals, and they love everybody. And I love the people. I love Emily and George. They're really nice and good to me. So, no, I called them horses, but traditionally in Newfoundland they're called horses, not ponies. So, just what it is.
There's many pitfalls with starting a nonprofit, and there's a lot to learn. And if I had to do it over again, there's one of the most important things that I would do is stepping back and taking some time for myself, because you get into this head first and you think you're going to save the world. And you take on things that maybe you shouldn't, that maybe you can't make change about, you know, but you do the best you can. But at some point you can't do it all. And so it's very hard. You have to learn to prioritize, and you have to remember yourself, because if your life isn't good, their life isn't going to be good either. And that's probably about this is my Missy. She's adorable. I love her. She was like, thank you. But you do what you can, and you fight. You don't give up, but you also have to take care of yourself. I'm often asked, what is the difference between the Newfoundland pony and the regular modern breeds today? The biggest difference is their temperament. Because they had to survive on the island of Newfoundland by themselves, they over time became a new breed, in a distinct breed that was created by survival of the fittest. They have what I call survival skills. One is that they're not stupid. They're very smart. For instance, most horses, most ponies react first. Fight or flight, they choose flight. They react before they think. The Newfoundland pony will think first and then react. Pretty much they react to nothing. Chainsaws, motorcycles, jackhammers. They look and they figure it out. And if they need to move away, they will. They also are very trusting and very caring about people. They know that people take care of them. They're very docile and very trusting. They're very protective of their people as well. which is just something I've never seen in a breed in general. There are many horses that are wonderful animals and wonderful to their owners. But establishing mutual respect with a Newfoundland pony is fabulous. One thing you don't use with a Newfoundland pony when you're working with them, it's not about control. It's not about you're ever powerful and they must obey. It's mutual respect. You treat them with kindness and they will return that to you. And pretty much that's how we approach these ponies. Training is like they already know what they're doing. We have one mare here that I thought knew how to drive. I had her driving, I had her slaying, and then I found out later on from her original breeder that she didn't know how to do it at all. But she and I are very close. They're very sentient. They're also very communicative. If there's something wrong, they're going to tell you. Misty just coming over like that, she wants to go out. That's why she came over and touched my hand. She wants to go out in the field. And you learn all their little nuances because they let you. They also welcome you as part of their herd, as part of their family. So if you go into the middle of them with a brush and start brushing one, before you know it, you're surrounded by them all. They're all grooming each other and they cocoon you. It's the most peaceful, wonderful feeling. It's where I spend a lot of time when life gets hard. I spend time with my ponies.
They also like to have fun at their farm. Here, George teaches Toby the donkey how to jump just like the big boy horses do.
Come on. You're lazy today.
No problem.
Here he goes.
Come on. Put it back up. We're going to do this. Come on. Come over.
Yeah.
Come over.
Do it, show the
Come on,
world.
buddy.
Come on.
You can train them 15, 20 minutes at a time on one thing, but then you got to change because they get bored.
They have a short attention span like most guys.
If you're going to become involved in a rescue or a sanctuary as we are, you better be prepared to do an awful lot of work. We have hauled thousands of miles to get ponies from rescues, to bring them here from homes where they couldn't stay any longer. This was nothing but a old chicken barn when we first got here. There's been an awful lot of construction work done on it. A friend of mine and I have done a tremendous amount of work, but there were no fences. That was the biggest thing when we first came here. There were no fences whatsoever. And Emily and I put up 3/4 of the fence ourselves, survived it, and are still together. And it's a constant job. I mean, every day there's something to do, and you fix something and then something else will break, and it's just to be expected. But you can't come into it thinking, well, we'll just bring the ponies here and feed them and brush them and walk them around and that's it, because there's an awful lot more to it. Emergencies, learning how to do things you never thought you'd have to do before. If a pony gets hurt, what are you going to do? How are you going to... There's no vet right around the corner, so you have to do first aid type emergency work on them, and it's tough, but it's been a great learning process, and it's been a change. I retired from being a police officer for 38 years, and now I'm a pony farmer, and I love it. I really do. I'm happy. Emily and I met because of these ponies, and we're together because of these ponies, and we'll be together forever because of them.
Of all the challenges that we thought we had identified with trying to save this breed, never did we expect the challenge that came into our front yard on June 1st. It was announced that Kinder Morgan, which is a gas company, is putting in a fracked gas compressor station less than 1 mile from the sanctuary. The problem with that is that in the case of an accident, a leak, of which Kinder Morgan has had 11 compressor accidents since 2011, you get a knock on your door in the middle of the night and they tell you to evacuate, and they evacuate a 1 mile area. We are less than a mile. There is no way that we can possibly evacuate 10 critically endangered native species ponies in an emergency. It just can't happen. On top of that, the compressors send out emissions. When the pressure builds, it's an automatic thing. It's not controlled by, not someone standing there letting them out. They randomly let out emissions that have been proven, and I have published papers to verify this, to cause health effects, negative health effects on livestock that live within 2 miles of a compressor station. The ones that particularly stick in my craw are infertility, sterility, and death. We have 10 ponies of 250 left in the world, 8 of which are crucial to be bred. And we can't stay here. Yet our property, the property is devalued. No one will buy it. What are we going to do? We've reached out for help. We get form letters. So we're sitting here in limbo. We don't dare start our breeding program because we don't want to knowingly risk our mares and our foals. Yet our mares are aging. These mares that we recently got in are maiden and they're older. We need to breed. We have a stallion with a broken leg who hopefully will make it through the winter because we're now missing the breeding season for this year. It's just about over. Hopefully he'll make it and he'll be able to put some foals on the ground next year, but we don't know where we're going to be. Everything has just stopped here. It's really pathetic because we're a 501c3 in the same government that approved our mission and in what we're doing here, and also the same government that sent us letters of commendation is now our #1 enemy. We don't know what to do. Everything we do here at Villi Poni Farm Sanctuary, where we're a nonprofit and a charity, is volunteer. And we rely on public donations and public help. We are currently doing a campaign to get people to donate $10 a month, and if we can get 50 people to donate $10 a month, we can feed and care for these ponies completely. And it would be wonderful if we could get that. And plus you would get a tax receipt when you donate automatically.
I hope you enjoyed learning all about Newfoundland ponies. So if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe. Just click this button right here. Also, give this video a thumbs up, a like, a share, and even comment if you have something you'd like to add. Don't forget to swing over to terranlupo.com where you can see my private and unlisted videos. Currently, I have how to grow and sell carnivorous plants up. You can only see it over at terranlupo.com. Go check it out.